You just got the email. The promotion went to someone else. The client said no. The project you poured your heart into fell flat. In that moment, your stomach drops. Your mind floods with thoughts like, I am not good enough, or maybe I am just not cut out for this. If you have ever felt that sting of failure in your career, you are not alone. Millions of ambitious people in English-speaking countries hit the same wall every single week. But here is the secret that separates those who eventually win big from those who stay stuck. It is not talent, luck, or even hard work alone. It is how you talk to yourself about failure. Today we are diving into the powerful psychology of reframing failure and activating the growth mindset that turns every setback into a skill upgrade. This is the motivational science behind Carol Dweck's famous Power of Yet that has helped countless professionals transform their careers. Stick with me until the end, because by the time this video finishes, you will have a complete step-by-step system to rewire your brain so failure stops crushing you and starts catapulting you forward. Let us begin and unlock the mindset that turns career losses into your greatest wins. Your brain has two basic ways of seeing ability. A fixed mindset says you either have what it takes or you do not. Talent is permanent. Failure means you are not smart enough or talented enough, and that is just who you are. A growth mindset, on the other hand, says abilities can be developed through dedication and learning. Failure is not proof you lack talent. It is simply information about where you need to grow. Decades of psychological research from Stanford University show that people with a growth mindset achieve more in their careers, recover faster from setbacks, and report higher satisfaction even in competitive fields. The magic word that flips the switch is yet. Instead of saying, I am not good at this, you say, I am not good at this yet. That tiny word changes everything. It moves you from judgment to curiosity, from defeat to determination. When you add yet, your brain stops seeing failure as a dead end and starts seeing it as a temporary waypoint on the road to mastery. This is not positive thinking fluff. It is motivational psychology backed by brain scans that prove the growth mindset literally strengthens neural pathways for learning and resilience. The first practical habit is the failure audit, done every single time something does not go your way. Right after a rejection or mistake, pause and ask yourself three simple questions. What exactly happened? What did I learn about my current skills? And most importantly, what is the next small action that moves me toward yet? Write the answers down. Studies on reflective practice show that people who consistently audit their failures in this structured way improve their performance 30 to 40% faster than those who just try to forget and move on. For example, if you lost a big client, instead of thinking, I am terrible at sales, you reframe to, my closing skills are not where I want them yet. I learned that I need to ask better discovery questions earlier. Then schedule 10 minutes tomorrow to practice those questions with a colleague or record yourself. This turns raw failure into targeted skill upgrades. Do this audit within 24 hours while the memory is fresh. Make it a non-negotiable ritual, and watch how quickly your career resilience grows. The second habit is the power of yet sentence starter. Train your inner voice to automatically add yet to every negative self-statement. When your mind says, I cannot handle this level of responsibility, you immediately correct it to, I cannot handle this level of responsibility yet. When you catch yourself thinking, I am not a natural leader, flip it to, I am not a natural leader yet. Cognitive behavioral research proves that repeating these reframes for just 2 weeks begins to rewire your default thinking patterns. Your brain starts looking for evidence of growth instead of evidence of deficiency. To make it stick, create a phone wallpaper or sticky note that simply says, yet. Place it where you will see it multiple times a day. Every time you notice a fixed mindset thought, speak the yet version out loud. This small linguistic shift is surprisingly powerful because language shapes emotion, and emotion drives action. Over time, you will feel the emotional weight of failure lighten and the motivational pull of progress grow stronger. Next, build the habit of deliberate skill dissection. After any setback, break the failure into specific micro-skills instead of seeing it as one big personal flaw. Let us say your presentation bombed. Do not conclude, I am a bad presenter. Instead, dissect it. Was it the structure, the delivery, the visuals, or the way you handled questions? Growth mindset psychology shows that labeling the exact skill gap makes improvement feel achievable and exciting rather than overwhelming. Then create a tiny deliberate practice loop. If delivery was weak, Record yourself giving the same presentation 3 times this week, focusing only on slowing down and using pauses. Track your improvement visibly. This process turns failure from something that defines you into data that upgrades you. Entrepreneurs, single parents climbing the corporate ladder, everyone benefits when they stop globalizing failure and start localizing it to trainable skills. The career wins come faster when you treat every setback like a free coaching session from life. The fourth habit is success story mining. Actively collect and study real examples of people who turn massive failures into career breakthroughs. Read or listen to one story each week. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Sarah Blakely of Spanx failed the LSAT twice before building a billion-dollar brand. For each story, write down the exact reframe they used and the small actions they took after the failure. Motivational psychology research confirms that exposure to growth-minded role models strengthens your own growth mindset through a process called vicarious learning. Their yet becomes your yet. Keep a running list titled, "They did it so I can too." Review it whenever self-doubt creeps in. This habit fills your mind with proof that failure is not the end. It is the beginning of the best chapters. Finally, anchor everything with weekly growth celebrations. At the end of each week, regardless of outcomes, write down 3 things you improved even slightly and 1 yet statement about where you are heading. Celebrate the progress out loud or with a small reward. Positive psychology studies show that deliberately noticing incremental growth releases dopamine in a way that reinforces the entire growth mindset loop. You begin to crave learning and improvement instead of fearing failure. For career professionals, this weekly ritual prevents the slow creep of fixed thinking that happens when we only measure ourselves by outcomes. You start valuing the process, and that is when real, consistent wins start showing up. You now possess the complete growth mindset system for turning career failures into powerful skill upgrades. The failure audit that turns pain into plans. The power of yet reframes that rewrite your inner dialogue. Deliberate skill dissection that makes improvement feel doable. Success story mining that proves it is possible. And weekly growth celebrations that keep motivation high. These habits are simple, but when practiced consistently, they rewire your brain from fixed to growth, creating unbreakable career resilience. Start right now with the easiest step. Take whatever recent setback is still bothering you and run it through the 3-question failure audit. Write the answers down. Feel the emotional shift as defeat begins to transform into direction. You are not defined by your last failure. You are shaped by how you respond to it. The career you want, the promotions, the impact, the confidence is waiting on the other side of yet. Every champion, every leader, every person living their dream has walked through dozens of failures. The difference is they learned to reframe them as fuel. That same power is now in your hands. Use it daily. Speak the word yet with conviction. Audit every setback like a scientist. Celebrate every inch of growth. The career wins you deserve are not a matter of if but when you fully embrace the growth mindset. You have everything inside you to turn today's disappointment into tomorrow's breakthrough. Feel that truth settle in your chest. You are not failing. You are growing. And the best version of your career story is just getting started. Take the first step today. Say it with me right now. I am not there yet, but I am closer than yesterday. You have got this. Go build the winning career you were meant for.